Sorry, I was on a mute, so I was not able to. I think I should be audible now. So, good evening, everybody. Let us continue with our session. What we have been doing since yesterday. Let me start by sharing my screen. So, I hope everybody has got a working AWS account by now. So, to do a quick recap, in the past 2 days, we have learned how to connect using SSL on port 22 to a remote EC2 instance using a private key. And yesterday we actually logged in. We discussed about the 3 kinds of accounts we have, like root account. When you log in, you will always get a root account where you should where you can log in and then do the practice. So you make sure you log into your root account first, and then only you should start the system. So yesterday we discussed about key pair also, graphical user interface and command line interface, the different kinds of users. And we learned how to install software, install also using DNF and remove, both of them we learned yesterday. Okay, so these are the list of commands. I think I forgot to share this. I'll send it as a PDF file later on. You can check it out on your WhatsApp chat or Slack, wherever you are logged in. Okay, so now moving forward, let's see what we can learn today. Now, okay, where is my system? I'm not logged in yet. Give me a second, please. I have not logged in.
Guys, if you have any other questions, okay, you can always post in chat group. For the sake of video recording and everybody time sake, we are not giving unmute access now, but we'll be giving at the end. But don't wait. You can always ping your query in the chat group, and I will be there to answer that.
Thank you, Rahul, for that. I'm just fetching my code here to log in. Okay, so it seems my instance is already running since yesterday. I did not shut it down. So I should be able to directly access it. So this is my Linux practice server. I'll copy the IP address here and I will use putty to log in. So you can type this entire thing, ec2-user at, and then the public IP, which I simply copied from the AWS console. Okay, this is the system. Okay, I copied the public IP from here. Okay, this will keep changing now because, so let me actually show you how it, so I will actually click on this link and open it up in full page here with the entire thing. So right now, let me open up a new notepad. So what I'll do is I will copy this public IP in the notepad before I shut down the system and start it up again. So we will see this is before shutdown. Of EC2. Okay, after I, so now I'm going to, so how, this is how you actually shut down an EC2. If you keep it running, it will add up to the billing hours. Okay, so once you are done with your task, if you close the putty session, then it does not mean your computer has shut down. Okay, you have only closed the session or logged out of the system. Logging out of a computer does not mean that the computer is shut down. To shut down the computer, in this case, the server or the EC2 instance, you will have to be in the correct server page. And then there is something called instance state dropdown. You will click on this. If it is already running, then you can stop it. Okay. If you terminate, that means you are going to dismantle the whole thing. Then you will have to create another EC2 instance again. So do not terminate if you are practicing on a server. You can simply click on stop the instance and then click on stop again. So see, now it will take some time. It is in a stopping state. This IP address actually keeps changing because these are dynamic IPs. If because they are being provided to you by free. If these would have been static IPs, then it will be chargeable. That is the reason why. So now that I see the public IP has disappeared, it is in a because it is in a stop state now. So to start it again, so you are powering up the system back again. So I will just click on start instance now. Now it will be in a pending state for a couple of seconds, and then AWS will assign a new public IP here. Okay, so why I am emphasizing on this, why I am telling you this, because after your practice, when you shut down the instance and again you start up, then later on you will use PuTTY again to connect. So every time you will have to use a different public IP, although it is for the same machine. We will see now. That is why I kept this IP here in Notepad to show you. This was before shutdown. Okay, and after restarting, see, now it is in a running state. So let me copy this IP and paste it here first. See, if you observe, earlier it was 205.139.211. Now it is 207.165. It is a new IP after restart. This is what will happen in your case also, in everybody's case. Okay. So now I have to use this new IP to connect every time. Remember that. So I'm going to use this new IP now in my PuTTY software. But the private key will still remain the same. Okay, that is one time. It is only that the public key, the public IP changes. So I will use that same private key which I had. And I will click on open directly. And I will get this window. I will click on accept, and there you go. Now you are connected to your remote EC2 instance. So let me change the setting here and I will show you, because the font size is very small. Most probably many of you are watching this live stream on your cell phone now. So you see, you can right click on this, click on change settings. When you do that, you will get this window. Come to appearance, click on change, and then increase the font size here. And I'll click on OK and apply. Then automatically the font size will increase. So now you are in the command line interface. Okay. Now, today, let us learn about listing commands. Okay. How do you list commands? Or so ls is the command for listing, right? If I just type ls and if I press enter, so see, there is one file here, test.txt, which I had created earlier. Okay, but then it is not giving any details here for this. ls stands for list. Let me write it down. So the command is ls. This stands for list files. Okay. Now there are certain switches I can use. In Linux, there is a concept of switch. What it means is it will give you more details. So with the same command now, ls, I will use -l. So this is going to list out, the -l is going to give more details about this particular directory. If I press enter now, for that same file and folder, whatever is present, now I have got more details present here, if you can see. Okay, so now these what these more details are here. These are the properties of this particular file. Like who can read, who can write. Okay, the size of the file, which user owns this file, which group owns this file, and then the date and timestamp when it was created. All these details will come up if you use ls-l. But now in Windows, there are hidden files and folders. So in Linux also there are a lot of hidden files and folders. So if you want to see the hidden files, then there is a command called ls-a. The command is still ls, but then you are just changing the switch. And in between the command and the switch, there is a space. Okay. So when you use -a, it will reveal the hidden files also. So if I press A now, see, there are so many other files here which were present. But when I did a normal ls or a normal ls with long listing, then it did not show these files. But these files were present, like .bash history, .bash logout, .bash profile, all these. So any file in Linux, okay, hidden files in Linux start with a dot symbol. Okay, so they are also called dot files in Linux. Hidden files are also called dot files. So all these files, so whichever is in blue color here is actually a directory, and whichever is in white color is a file. But then how do you identify apart from color? What you can do, so see, here I have used ls-l to list out the details of the file, and I have used ls-a to show all the files and directories, even if they are hidden. Okay, so now what I can do is I can simply use ls-la together and then press enter. Then it will not only show all the hidden files as well, hidden files and folders, but it will also show the properties of each file and directory. Okay, so see, anything here which starts with D in the beginning is actually a directory. Remember that. Okay, the others are regular files. So this is the concept of using ls command to list out. Okay, now let me quickly actually drag this, because there is some information that I would like to discuss here now. So here, as you can see, let me discuss this part here. So this part here, this is the file permission. Okay. Each line is actually for one individual file or a directory. In Linux, a directory is also considered as a file. In Linux, unlike Windows, depending on the extension, there are no file types. Whatever we type here, like for example, the extension we give, that is for human understanding only, our understanding. In Linux, everything is a file. A directory is also a file, a hidden file is also a file, a normal file is also a file. So everything is considered a file, but then each file will have its own special property. So this .ssh, first of all, because it is a dot, that is why it is hidden. So in a normal listing, when I did ls, nothing came up apart from test.txt. Okay. So because it is a dot, it is hidden. That is how you identify hidden files in Linux. Apart from that, if you look at the beginning there, it starts with D. D stands for directory. Okay. And the rest of the stuff here, that RWX, is what you can do with this file. R stands for read, W stands for write, and X stands for execute. This we will learn later on. Okay, read, write, execute. Execute is something that you will when you are running some code, when some output is expected. Write means you can open the file and you can edit it using Vim or VI editor. Okay, yesterday we learned about Vim. We have installed Vim. R means if you are able to read it or not. Okay. Now, after that, if you see this number here, which is showing here, 3, 1, 2, these are the number of links to that file. Okay. Like in Windows, when we have got desktop shortcuts, right? So similarly, there are in Linux, they are called links. So how many links are there? Then the next one that you see here is the actual owner of this file. So in this case, this one is, the owner is EC2-user, the regular user. After that, the name, although it is looking repetitive, this one is not the name of the user. This is the name of the group to which this user belongs to. Okay. Or the primary group, which also has permissions on this file. And then this is the size of the file. This size is in bytes. Okay. So remember this when we talk about file size. So it goes like this: 1 byte is equal to like 1024. It is not 1000. Okay. 1000 bits. Okay. And then 1 kilobyte will be equal to 1024 bytes. BYTES. 1 megabyte will be equal to 1024 kilobytes. So everything increment will be in incremental increment of 1024. Okay, it is not 1000. Remember this. Now, so this is the list command, and obviously after that, as you can see, August 29 and the timestamp. This is the date, and this is the actual name of the file. Right. Now, dot files are hidden files. I've said that. Okay. So now let us learn about a new command called how do you, so in Linux, in Windows, if I want to open any directory, for example, if I want to open this, okay, why is it not coming here? Give me a second. Let me try to open it again. So to do navigation, what I will do, I'll just click on desktop. I'll just click on this. I'll click. If I want to go to downloads, I'll click on this. I'm just clicking on anywhere in the file. Okay. If I want to go to picture, I can click on open board. I mean, like, so this is how I'm navigating between various files, directories. Okay. But now in Linux, because you are in command line mode, to change directory there is a different way. So let me first clear the screen. So when there is too much stuff on your screen here, you can just type the clear command and then press enter. That will make your that will wipe out anything in your screen. Okay. Now CD is the command for change directory. Okay. So let me type pwd here to check my present working directory. Okay. So this is my present working directory. Earlier, I have also installed a particular utility called tree that will show us the file folder structure. So if I type tree in my current directory here, it will show something like this. So there is only one file. The dot is your current directory. Whenever you type dot, that refers to your current directory. So currently, my current directory is this: home, root home / EC2-user. Okay. So now let me create a few directories here. To create a directory, you will use mkdir command. So mk, make, dir, directory, make directory. Okay, so this is like a directory is a special file in which you can store other files also. Okay, for example, if you create a notepad, in that notepad, you cannot store another notepad. But if you create a folder, and inside the folder in Windows, you can store notepads. Okay, so that is the concept. A correct command should be used. The correct command should be used with the for the whatever purpose you are doing. So here I'm creating a directory. So let me create a directory called fruits, for example. I will press enter. Now let me see the structure again. I will type tree. So see, a blue colored directory has been created. Now, right now my path, if I check PWD, is this. Okay, so if I do ls-la, no, let me clear the screen. If I simply do ls-l, I'm ignoring the hidden files now. So there are one directory and one file. Now, earlier I started with cd. So now I can type cd because the directory exists. And then I will get inside the fruits directory. Okay, if I type fruits, and then press enter. Now see what is happening here. Earlier here, this was the tilde symbol. Okay, now it is showing fruits. So here, whatever name comes up, that will show your current working directory. Let me explain this. This is actually important. This entire line, let me explain. There is a lot that is, oh, wrong selection. Wait. There is a lot of thing that is happening here actually. Let me first explain only this part here. I need this thing here, only this thing. So let's paste this and let me magnify this a bit. This part is very important to understand. So what this basically means here, see, this here, EC2-user, this is the name of the user. Okay, who are you logged in as? Whatever name you are seeing in the beginning, that is the name of the user that you are logged in as. This this @ symbol, this is just a separator. Separator. This has, I mean, like, what is it separating? It is the username. So we can call this username. And then the remaining part here, from here to here, that is the host name, the name of the machine. Okay, the name of the, okay, let me not write machine. Let me write host name. Okay, or name of machine. Every computer individually has always got its own unique name, be it Windows, be it Mac, be it Linux. Okay, so that is called the host name of that computer. So multiple users can be connected in the same system. The usernames will be different, but the host name will always remain the same. Okay, so this part is your host name. After that, this part here, let me change the color here. This one here, the one in green, this is called tilde. This is the symbol on your keyboard. If you check, how can I invoke the keyboard? Give me a second. Let me see if I can show the, many people are not aware of this. So let me open up the on-screen keyboard here. So on your keyboard, this is a sort of a, not a standard keyboard. This does not have numeric keys. So if you see this particular value here, the one, this wiggly sign, this is called tilde. Okay, to the right, to the left of numeric 1, and in between escape and numeric 1. Your keyboards may be different, but look for this symbol. Okay, this is called tilde symbol. Whenever you see the tilde symbol, okay, which is nothing but this wavy line, wavy character, So what does this tilde signify? Whenever you see this, that means you are in the home directory. Sorry. You are currently in the home directory. Directory and folder, they are the same thing, okay? In Windows language, in Windows terminology, they call it folder, but in Linux, they call it directory. They are in the home directory of current user. Okay, so whichever user it is, if you are seeing this tilde symbol, then you are currently in the home directory of that user. So right now, for example, in this image, as you can see, you are logged in as EC2 user. In the beginning, the username is showing. Okay, so that means here your home directory is root home /EC2-user. Okay, so this is your home directory. And after that, at the end, now there is another $ also. Okay. So here you can either have a $ or you will have a pound sign. If it is $, that means it is a regular user. And if you are seeing a pound sign like this, then that means you are logged in as a root user. Or the user has got root privileges. Let me show that to you quickly. So right now I'm logged in as, like if I type in who am I, you can type that, or you can easily see from here also. The username is already given here. But in case, like who am I is the command to check the username. Okay. So now if I want to switch to the root user, then I will have to type sudo su, okay, substitute user or switch user, and then leave a space and then hyphen. Okay, sudo su hyphen. This is for logging in as a root user. And if I press enter now, see, it has logged me in with a new username. Now it is saying root. Okay, so if I do who am I now, it will show root. It is no longer EC2 user. So logging in root is a very responsible task. You should log in into root only when you are you have to do certain configurations, installations, removals, modifying users. Administrative level tasks are normally done by logging in as root. Okay, so if I want to come out of this, I will just type logout. Then it will log me out of the root user. But as you can see, just now, as I said earlier, the hash symbol was there. Earlier, when I was logged in as EC2 user, there was the $. Now it is it was the hash sign when I logged in as the root user. That is exactly what I was referring to earlier. If at the end, if you see a $, that is regular user. At the end, if you see hash, it is a root user. So now let me continue with the cd command here earlier, which I was doing. So let me clear the screen first. Okay, so if I do ls-l, I have got two files here. One is a fruits directory and one is a test.txt. Now, if I want to change directory, then I will have to type in cd and then give the name of the directory where I want to change path to. Okay. So actually, before that, let me show you pwd. What is the current path? Every time in Linux, if you are anytime you are confused where you are currently in the directory structure, then always type pwd. Okay. So currently I am in this path, root home /EC2 user. But if I do change directory and if I go into fruits and press enter, so see, now it is also showing where I am, the current directory I am in. So if I now check pwd, see the comparison now. Earlier it was root home EC2 user, and now it is root home EC2 user -fruits. Okay. So now this is how you change directory. So earlier from EC2 user directory, now by typing this command cd fruits, now I am inside the fruits directory. Okay. So if I do a tree now, it will show you the structure currently. Oh, sorry. I have to type tree. I will show this later. Let me create a few files first. Once I'm in the directory, that will make it more meaningful. Okay, so I'm creating certain files. So touch command is for creating empty files. Okay. So we will create, let us give a few fruit names here. So maybe banana, orange, apple, pineapple. So 4 files in one line after leaving a space, I have created one after the other. In one shot, you can create 4 files here, but they are all empty files. Okay. So if I do ls -l, now you see all these files have been created. They are all empty because their size is 0. That is what the touch command does. It creates empty files. Okay. So now if I need to move into my home directory again, which is nothing but this path, root home / EC2 user, I will simply type cd and press enter. That is the shortcut in Linux. Okay. So if I do a tree command now to see the file directory structure, now you see I have got one test.txt file under this EC2 user directory in the current directory. So it is showing you a list, 1 directory and 5 files. Okay. So this tree thing will not be there by default. You have to install it. Okay. So for that, the command is you have to use sudo. Any installation will require root privilege. The adding sudo gives you that root privilege to the EC2 user. So for that, the command is sudo dnf install. Let me actually show you. So suppose I want to remove the tree software from my system. So dnf is the package manager. I will type dnf remove and then remove what? Remove the tree software. Okay. I will press enter. So now it is giving me a message. It has stopped. It is giving me a message that it is going to remove this and remove this package from the system. Okay. It is waiting. So is this okay? And I will type yes. This I'm intentionally doing so that I can show you, because using this tree command will help you understand where, like it will give you a sort of a pictorial representation of your current location in the current directory where you are in. Okay. So now if I use tree command, it will not work. Okay. It will give this error. No such file or directory. Okay. It is not able to find that. So what I will do again is sudo. Just like DNF, you can also use, there is another, just like DNF is a package manager, there is another package manager called yum. You can use yum also. DNF install, similarly, yum install is also possible. So yum install and then tree. Now I don't want it to stop and ask me that if I want to install this or not. I will give -y as a permission in one line itself. Okay, so sudo yum install tree -y. Sudo is for root privilege. Yum is the package manager. And then install is the command that you are giving the package manager. So yum, please install. Install what? The software. The name of the software is tree. And then -y, you don't ask permission. I'm giving the permission right now. That is what it means in one line. And then I will press enter. Now it will not stop, and it quickly downloaded and installed this software. Okay. So if I do a clear my screen now, to clear my screen every time I'm pressing Control L. Okay. That is not visible, but I will write it down for you here. Shortcut to clear screen, because this is something that you will need quite often. CTRL, Control plus L. This is the key combination. Okay. So once again, like you can use this control, or there are 2 controls in the keyboard normally. unless you are using very small keyboards. So control on the right, control on the left, whatever you are using. I'm using the right one, control and L together. These keys I'm pressing at the same time. That is helping me clear the screen. Okay, so now, we have installed the tree. So let us see. So again, tree has started working. Now there are a certain, okay, let me actually do other commands here now. I will use something called cd ... Okay, so relative path name, let us learn. So there are certain so either you can use the path where you want to navigate to. You can either use something called absolute path, or you can use something called relative path. So that relative path is nothing but a short form of writing like where you want to navigate to. So for that, let me develop an example. So if I do ls-l here, I have got fruits and test.txt. Okay, so what I will do is I will using mkdir, make directory. I will create another directory called cars. I will press enter. So if I do ls-la, L, I don't want to see the hidden files right now. So now the cars directory is also there. Okay, so suppose I want to get inside the fruits directory, as we have discussed earlier, I will type cd. No, before that, let me show you pwd. What is my present working directory? Always note the path. This will show you where you are currently. So right now I am under root. The first slash is called root directory. Okay. Under root directory, there is home. Inside home, there is EC2 user folder. I'm currently inside EC2 user folder. So now if I use cd and then type fruits, it will change directory to the fruits directory now. So if I press enter now, and if I do ls-l, now see, that is the content of the fruits directory. But if I do pwd, my path has changed. Okay, where I currently am. Earlier it was root home EC2 user. Now it is root home EC2 user fruits. Now, suppose I want to go to the navigate to the cars directory. Now, unlike graphical user interface, like we use in Windows, you just cannot double click on a folder and open it. That is not possible in command line interface. Okay, so that is the navigation. So this is where that relative navigation I will teach you now. So if I type, so how do we change directory? The command for that is cd. But this time, now I can navigate in two ways. Actually, let me clear the screen and let me open up the tree folder. Control L. Let me, because this thing will, this path will, this description will actually help you. So let me fetch this image. Okay, we will learn how to use. So what we are discussing here is how we can use cd command or change directory. We can use it in two ways. Whenever you use cd, you will have to give the path. So that path can be given in two ways. Either absolute path. Absolute path or relative path. Okay, absolute path. So for example, let us solve a problem. For example, if right now I'm in, let me navigate to the fruits directory. Fruits, enter. So see, my present working directory has changed. Okay, so suppose, so where am I currently now? I am currently in this directory here. Now I want to navigate to the cars directory. That is the problem. That is the problem statement. So so what I can do is I can do it in two ways. If I give the absolute path, then I will have to write the entire thing. So I will have to write cd root home / ec2 - user / and then I want to go from fruits to cars. Okay, so cars. This is like giving the entire, let me see if I can make it larger. Yeah, I can. So this is giving an absolute path, this command here. Okay. This is absolute path. But instead of that, I can give relative path name. So for that, the command will be something like this. cd. Now the relative path name actually depends where you currently are. Okay. Writing relative path names is actually much easier. But there is a logic behind that. You have to understand before writing that command. So see, this is, I will first display both of them so that you can understand. So this one is the absolute path. I can give this command. Then also I will move into the cars directory, or I can give relative path. Then also I will move to the cars directory. But before that, what is your current directory? So let us check that, because I just now moved into fruits. So this is my present working directory. So from fruits to cars, that is the transfer I have to do. So I will, first I'm giving the absolute path name, cd root home ec2 user. And then from ec2 user, I will go to cars. And if I press enter now, then I'm inside the cars directory. Okay. Let me do one thing. Let me go back again. Let me go back to home. This is one way of changing directory. Give the complete path. But sometimes in Linux, this can go like 9-10 levels deep. That time it becomes very difficult. Okay. So now I have gone back to my home directory. Let me cd into fruits again. Again, that same problem. Earlier, I was here in fruits, and from fruits, I went into cars, as you can see, giving the absolute path name. Now I'm giving relative path name, the same problem I'm solving, but this time I'm using cd ... / cars, the name of the directory. Okay. So what is this ... means currently where you are in, one directory up. Okay. So before, let me do one thing. Let me do a tree structure here first. So this is the current tree structure. This is inside. Okay. This does not help. So your structure is like this, cars and fruits. So one directory up, one directory above fruits is ec2 - user. This. Okay. So let me actually do one thing. cd to root home. And then let me show you tree. Okay. So this is the picture that you should see. Wait, let me update this. Instead of this picture, let me grab this picture here. This is the folder structure. The only simple thing why I am doing this is so that you can understand the cd command or navigating inside Linux, because it is because this is command line interface. Very quickly people actually you will very quickly get lost, and then to figure out how you can navigate, you have to like, you should know the your current place where you are in. Okay. So see, this is the structure. This is EC2 user. Under that, there are two directories, cars and fruits. So the problem that I solved in two different ways. I was presently in the fruits directory. I changed directory to fruits, and from fruits, I went to cars. This was the problem statement. I did that in two different ways. Either you give the entire length of the path where you want to go to, or you give relative path name. So when I'm presently in fruits, above fruits, which directory is there? So fruits is actually under EC2-user. So whenever you type ... okay, so this ... will signify one directory up. One directory up. Okay, and if there is a single dot used, that is also used, that will mean current directory. Okay, using this ... and dot, you can use, you can create relative paths, and you can use them not only for navigation, you can use it for other purposes also. Copy, move, multiple things you can do like that. Okay, so PWD I have done. Let me make directory. Now, suppose we have used the make directory command earlier. Okay, so let me clear the screen. So let me cd into home and do a tree. Okay, so earlier I have created cars and fruits and directories, and inside fruits directory I have created further more files. These white colors are not directories, okay? They are files, ordinary files, regular files. Now we can create multiple directories in one command. Okay, so earlier I did them individually, so I can use mkdir. Let me create directory buses. So randomly I'm giving here. So two directories further I've created. One buses and the other is dogs. Okay, so if I do a tree now, you can see two further directories have been created. But this time, so you can create 100 directories also. Just keep giving, leave a space and keep giving the names. Okay. Now, what if I want to maybe like there are various breeds of dogs. Okay. Let me quickly fetch a few names. I just need the names. Okay. So there is like various breeds of dogs are there. German Shepherd, Bulldog, Labrador, Golden Retriever, like that. Okay. So let me get a list of names here. I just want to copy the names. That's all. I want to show you something called, have they given? Yeah, so I've got the name here. I can copy it from here. So let's say Golden Retriever, German Shepherd, Poodle, Bulldog. I want to create folders which are, let me actually draw it. But before drawing, let me capture so this is the current, what is the current picture? Current picture is this. So this is the current folder structure. Now what I want to do is so see, if I want to create more folders inside dogs, then I will have to cd into dogs and then again create, type the make directory command. But I don't want to do that. I want to do it in one line. Okay. So that is called nesting, nested directories. So what I want to do under the dogs directory, I want to create further directories. Okay. So like Poodle, Labrador. And then inside these directories, maybe I want to keep the pictures of those dogs. So I want to nest it. So what you can do for that is, for nesting, there is a separate command. So what I will do is, again, we will do mkdir. So currently I am in the home directory. Okay. So from which directory you want to nest it under? So first type mkdir. See, the path naming is very logical, but if you want to create multiple nested folders, then what you need to do, you need to use the -p switch. Okay. And then, so where do I want to use? I want to use it under dogs, right? So currently I'm under home directory. So my current folder. So let me give the proper path completely. Under dogs, now I want to create further directories. So where is that page? Let me quickly copy. So let's say I want to create poodle. So under dogs, there will be poodle. And then again, under dogs, I want to create golden retriever. So let us deal with only 2 now. Okay, and then press enter. So now under dogs, I should see 2 other subfolders. I did it in 1 line and I used the -p switch. Okay, so let me type the tree command again. Let's see. Do you see now under dogs? So similarly, you can create multiple nested folders. Okay, so you can keep making nested folders one upon the other. Okay, maybe inside poodle, you want to create 2 further folders. So I will not get into that detail. This is, you can figure it out like using the command. So this is called multiple nested folder. What I did just now. Okay, so actually we are running short of time now. I will end the session today here. And let me quickly show you all the, if you type history, you will get all the commands that you have used till now. Okay, so see, all these commands I have used. So this is for your usage. Let me copy this and put it in this OneNote file. So you can refer to these commands, okay, and refer to the recorded video file. You will understand which command has been used, why, and where. On that note, Rahul, I will hand it over to you. If you want to continue further, please. I'm ending the session, technical session for today here from my end. Rahul, please take over. Okay, maybe he's busy. What I'll do is, meanwhile, I will open up the forum. Rahul, are you there?
Hello, yeah, I'm there. Sorry, I was on
Yes,
actually.
you mute. Okay, so can you take over now? I'm done with today's session. So
Okay.
if you want,
Yeah.
let's open up the forum for people to ask questions.
Okay, thank you. Let me open. I think it's open. So guys, you can ask now a question. Before you ask, I just wanted to tell you one thing that um, we are from learnwithprojectlabs.com. Our main focus is to create a community wherein we can create professionals of DevOps, cloud, SRE. We just revolve around that particular vertical currently, okay? Because we have created very good projects for those particular skill sets, and we are very much confident that we can help you if you join our community. Okay, if you just, it's like free to join our community. Go on Slack channel or you subscribe to our YouTube. Okay, you have joined our community and there are a lot of videos
we keep on taking this kind of session now onwards, wherein we have just started with Linux, and then later sometime we will be starting shell scripting. Then we will start maybe a little bit again. It will take some time, maybe Ansible, but then it will be we'll try to involve certain projects whatever time we have in a busy schedule of in this free sessions. So join and subscribe our channel. Okay, we have already uh, shared the YouTube channel to you, all of you. I've also asked a lot of questions to all of you, wherein you can click on that forum and you can ask, you can answer those questions. Answer. If you still have few questions, you can also create some question answer, and then we can help you. If it is like a very big thing like Weber asked, okay, we will create a blog and we will update that blog there in the forum so that you can read, you can have step by step if it's not one liner answer. Okay, so these are the things which we are actually focusing on. Go ahead with your questions. We will be happy to answer now. Any questions from today's session? Anyone who joined new, who didn't join last 2 days?
Rahul, make sure that they are able to ask questions, like they are not muted.
Yeah, no, they are not muted. They
Okay.
are able to. I think today's session was pretty clear to everyone. There is not much doubt. So thanks a lot, guys. I hope everyone enjoying whatever we are doing. Create your AWS account. Simple formula. Create your AWS account. Create a Linux server, like we have explained, and do this exercise. Next, whatever we are doing currently manually by running one command, we will try to do next in our next free session. We will try to do with the help of shell script. Then we will also see, okay, how shell script is a little difficult, and then we'll try to move for Ansible. Like this, we'll try to move ourselves and upgrade ourselves. Okay, and everything will be related to why we are studying all this to move ourselves into DevOps, cloud, or SRE. Okay, ultimately, if you don't know how to do coding, how if you don't know much about coding things, you are an operational guy, so you will be ultimately jumping into the world which is called DevOps or SRE. Okay, maybe you are a storage, you are a DBA, you are a Linux guy, you are a middleware guy, doesn't matter. You will be called as a DevOps engineer. So to start DevOps engineer, this is our first step. Okay, first big step, which is to learn Linux. If you know it, still you subscribe it, because the next sessions will be coming good. Like we will also start with microservices, Docker, and other things. It will
Hello.
take some time. Go ahead, Madhula. You have some question which you
Yeah.
want to.
Hello, sir. I have a doubt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Go
Can I
ahead.
ask you? Can I ask you, color, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
May I audible?
Go ahead, go ahead. I will answer. What is your question? Please ask.
Yeah. In that comment, MKDIR, that is make directory, and the space will be given on mine as P. What is the meaning of P? What is the use of this comment?
What is the use of the switch? So that is whatever you are giving after hyphen, that is a
Yes, sir.
extra argument so that you can change the behavior of the command. So the command is mkdir, but when you are saying why I am typing the hyphen p, why did I do that?
Yes, sir.
That I did. Okay, so let me show you that picture again. I wanted to do the nesting. Okay, so here, see, this was the, so I wanted under the dogs folder, I wanted to create two nested folders. So see, for example, if I don't use hyphen p, what will be the issue? So suppose another folder I want to create called bulldog. Let me copy this name. Now, where is the directory? So see, this is the structure. Okay. So what I want to do is under dogs, I want to create bulldog, because bulldog is a type of dog. So what is my current directory now? I'm in EC2 user. So before I can create Bulldog, if I don't use -p, I will have to first change directory into dogs. I will have to first do cd, then dogs. No, sorry, not capital D. Dogs, I will have to move into dogs. So now my present directory has changed. I'm inside the dogs directory. Then I will create mkdir, and then I will create, oh, what was the name? Bulldog. So another folder I'm creating, Bulldog. Okay, so many steps I
could you
had
please-
to do. Yes, yes.
We have to use the capital letter, that is capital rod.
If I don't
So
use
that-
-p, I have to change directory inside
Okay.
the,
Yes. Okay,
and
sir. Okay,
then
sir.
again I have to create. Okay, so if I move into my home directory now, if I use the tree command, then again you can see, so now that Bulldog directory has been created. Okay, but now I don't want to change directory. I want to make directory, create the directory from one line. Okay, so let us create another doc type. So there is a Rottweiler. Okay, so that is another kind of dog. So instead of that, what I'm I'm giving the make directory command, and then under dog. So I'm using the -p switch here. This is called a switch -p. I have not got into the dogs directory, minded. I'm still in my EC2 user directory. Okay. So from here itself, I'm giving the command under dogs, create the new folder called Rottweiler. And that's it. I did not do any directory change. See, currently, so now there were 3 directories. So now if I do a tree command now, there are 4 directories. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Anybody else?
Yeah, hi, Kalol. Ramesh here.
Hi.
I have a couple of doubts. See,
Go ahead.
I'm new to Linux. Okay, I know nothing about it. So, what is the difference in title and $sign and dash? I know it is a very basic, but I don't know. I never.
It's fine. It's fine. Everybody starts from the beginning. So your question is basically difference between tilde, dollar, and sign.
Right.
Tilde. What am I saying? Tilde, dollar, and hash.
Yes,
These 3
yes.
symbols, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So let us see. Dollar and hash are very easy to understand. Dollar means you are logged in as a regular user. Earlier, we learned that there are user types, right? In Linux.
Okay.
Root user, regular user, system user. So system user, systems are using it in the background. Okay. Normally we will be logged in. The humans, as people, we will be logging in either with administrative privilege as root user, or you will be logged in as a regular user. So whenever in your command line, okay, so let me actually show this to you. So right now, see, do you see there is a $sign here?
Yes, yes.
That means this is a regular user. Okay. But if I switch to root, the way to switch to root user is sudo su hyphen. Okay.
Yes.
Sudo stands for super user do. That means whatever command you are going to type, you are going to do it as a super user. And then the su is nothing but switch user. And hyphen this is a little bit difficult. So let us avoid this. It actually copies the entire environment variable structure. Okay. But remember this simple thing. From EC2 user as regular user, if you want to switch to the root user, the command is sudo su hyphen. Okay. Or minus. Okay. But right now I'm logged in as a regular user, as the EC2 user. That is why you are seeing the $sign. If I press enter now, see, now it has logged in as the root user. That is why it is saying root in the beginning. And now it is hash. Okay. Now, so dollar and hash are done, right? Now let us come to the tilde symbol, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So whenever you see tilde here, so see, there is a difference between EC2 user tilde and root user tilde. Okay.
Okay.
These are 2 separate users, right?
Right.
Okay, so let us see what happens. Let me do a PWD here. And let me log out here, control D.
It is like a root user, it's administrative, and another it is a
Regular
normal
user.
user. Yes.
regular user. Okay. So see, I will show the difference of this tilde in both the cases. While logged in as root, there also you are getting tilde. While logged in as EC2 user, then also you are getting tilde. But there is a big difference. So let me grab the screenshot first. Then it will be easier for me to draw an sorry, wrong capture. There you go. Okay, so where is my digital pen? Here. So what does tilde refer to? Tilde sign always refers to the home directory.
Okay.
Home directory of current user. Okay. So now see the difference. When you are logged in as root, that time tilde your home directory is actually this root. Okay, this is your home directory. This is home directory or dir. I'm writing short for directory. Okay, of root user. Okay, but then what I did, I logged out of root, as you can see here, and then automatically it logged me into the EC2 user, the last user which was logged in. And there also tilde is present. Okay. So what I said earlier was tilde always refers to the home directory of the current user. So now the current user has changed, right? The moment I logged out of root. So that is why the hash that changed into $1 here. So many things happened in the background. And now my present working directory. So this is the, so let me actually change the color.
Got it. Yeah.
You got it, right? So
yeah,
now,
thanks a lot. Yeah.
You're most welcome.
Yeah. And
so
one more thing I would like to tell you, the guys like me, it's new to Linux. The way you're teaching, it's awesome. It's very basic. I'm very thankful to you.
It was a pleasure imparting the knowledge. I'm doing the best I can. Thank you very much for that appreciation. Very kind of you, actually.
Yeah, thank you.
And thanks, Ramesh. And thanks everyone for liking the class. Please do, if you like the class, please do help us in just giving one small like in our YouTube channel. Okay, that will not add any extra cost to all of you, but then it will help us motivate. Okay.
Yeah,
in our-
Rahul, we already done, and I informing to my
Yeah.
colleagues as well.
Yeah,
See
please
this
do
because
help us by just one small like. So I have given again the link. The channel, the first thing which you will be seeing is that particular video, a 5 days free course of Linux. Just subscribe to our channel for future sessions and give a like, thumbs up. That's it. That is what we want. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else has any other question? Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, so you did the nested directory by using the dash v, right? And it is finding that dog's particular directory inside that, whatever the data is.
Wait. Let me open up. Let me first try to understand. Yeah, let me try the type the tree command first. Yes.
Okay.
Now tell me.
So I am saying you created the nested through the nested directory. You created some different folders, right? Like Rottweiler and Portal. So what if I have created like many directories and some of the directories have the same name? Like suppose the dogs are.
But the path will be different, right? You can create a dogs directory inside the dogs directory also.
Okay, but with the help of nested only with.
No, you can. So I showed you two ways, right? Either you can cd into dogs first and then again create another dogs. So let me do that. So I will mention it as dog 1 and dogs 2. Okay. Otherwise it will become confusing. But you can give the same name. So let me first cd into dogs. So now again I can create a directory here, mkdir. But that is, you are writing the command in 2 steps, right? So again I can create another dogs folder here. So if I use tree command here now, no, first I will have to move. So cd ... earlier we learned, I will move one directory up. Okay, so now I'm back to my home directory. Let me clear the screen and then let me try the tree command again. So do you see there is a dogs folder inside dogs again. So again, inside this dogs folder also I can create. So nested. So again, but I'm doing it from the home directory now. So mkdir -p and then the dogs. First one I'm giving this dogs is actually this one.
Correct.
Okay. And inside this again, I will, there is already a directory created called dogs. So again, I'm typing dogs. This is the second directory, this one now, which I highlighted in blue. Inside that again, I'm creating dogs. Okay. And if I press enter now, and if I press tree, so dogs, dogs, dogs. So it is actually a same folder name, but you can do it because every time, so for these dogs, okay, if I get, so see, first of all, this, let me cd into dogs folder first. Now, let me clear the screen. No, you should be able to see. No, let me clear the screen first, Control L. Let us start from the beginning. Tree. So first I will cd into dogs. This is the first one I'm doing. Okay. Now if I do pwd, see the path. The path is, it will keep changing. Root home EC2 user dogs. Now I am already inside the first dogs folder. So again I will cd into dogs. There is another folder called dogs here, right? So let us change directory there. Although it is looking like the name is not changing, but this is a different directory from this one. How you can identify? You can just simply type pwd. So see, now earlier the path was root home EC2 user dogs. Now it is dogs, dogs. Now further I can get inside. I will type cd again dogs. This is the third dogs. Again, if I do pwd, now you have got even a lengthier name here.
Okay.
Clear?
Got it. Yeah.
Actually,
Thank
let
you.
me
Actually,
take this.
this is very basic one, but yeah, thank you for this course.
It's fine. It's fine. Everybody learns from beginning. Even I, years back, even I was new to Linux. It's okay. No question is a stupid question. Anybody ask anything that is coming to your mind. Let me put this screenshot here also. You can refer to this. So guys, check your WhatsApp or Slack. I will create a PDF file of all these notes. This will help you understand. I apologize. My handwriting is not that good, but I hope you are able to read it.
If you are joining all the days, we will be giving you certificate as well of this free participation certificate. Okay, that you have participated in this Linux session. Which, if some of you are freshers, you can use that in your CV. Okay, you can show it in your LinkedIn as well. So we'll be sharing you. So do join tomorrow and day after tomorrow as well. Thank you. I think we are done. Kalul, let us.
Yes, I have one question. So, what is the difference between M and RPM command?
Okay, so this one actually requires a little bit more detail, but simply put, we you can take it like this. We have got package managers in Linux. Okay, so the earliest one was RPM. RPM is an old package manager. After that, it evolved. There is always evolution, right? Softwares are always developed so that they become better. After RPM, the package manager that came up next was YUM. YUM. And after that, the latest version of package manager in Red Hat Linux that we are using is called DNF. This is the basic difference. RPM is the oldest version. You can simply take it like this. Now, there are certain restrictions. Although DNF and YUM are the latest ones. Sorry, DNF is the latest one. YUM is the little bit older. RPM, there are this is a little bit advanced. When you will have to import keys, that time you have to use RPM package manager to import keys. There are many other subtle differences, but that is like an advanced Linux topic. But basically,
So
these are all three of them are package managers in
So-
this
so the-
respective order.
Yeah. So someone who asked the question, can you ask this question in forum? If you don't mind.
Or anybody else, whenever they have any question, if you ask in the forum, then we can
this
share the
forum-
knowledge with everybody.
In this forum, if you ask, I will try to answer that step by step, all the differences. Okay, that may help you in your interview. Like
I hope that
RPM
answers your question. Who
like
asked?
RPM will not help in the dependency, YUM will help to resolve dependency also. So all those things, there are some few
Stuff
things
like
which I will be updating in the forum. So ask in this forum. Any other questions, please do ask in the forum. I think Kallu need to jump into another session. So he'll take a break and then he'll try to coach him. Kallu, you can drop. Maybe if we can.
Thank you. Everybody for
Wrap up,
joining.
and tomorrow
Let's
we will
meet again at the same time.
Yeah.
Take
Any
care,
other
guys.
questions,
Bye.
guys? Keep asking in forum, and I am watching that forum closely.